Okay, so picture this. You're scrolling, through your feed, and bam, this image hits you.
Hmm.
It's a couple, they look thrilled, he's proposing, she looks ecstatic. But the background, it's like this huge, fiery, erupting volcano
Right there.
right there. And your first thought is probably mine, like, whoa, are they okay? Is that even real? Is she in serious danger?
Totally. It stops you in your tracks.
Exactly. It makes you just stop and think, what is actually going on here?
It's definitely a scroll stopper,
Yeah.
and it's the perfect jumping off point for our deep dive today. We're looking at a Reddit thread, actually, from Interesting as Fuck,
Ah, yeah.
where this exact photo just, well, it blew up. So our mission, really, is to peel back the layers on this thing, go beyond that initial wow or yikes,
Right.
and figure out what's genuinely interesting here, maybe what's surprising, and what kind of misconceptions an image like this can create for you.
Okay, so let's jump right into that biggest misconception then, the danger. Because honestly, looking at it, that's the first thing. You see comments in the thread like, so she is in danger, or, aren't you worried it could actually erupt properly and, like, vaporize you? That immediate sense of peril is just, it's right there.
It's the gut reaction, yeah.
Yeah.
But what's fascinating digging into that Reddit thread is how quickly people who know the area jump in to, well, debunk that.
Debunk it. Okay.
Yeah, you have locals saying, look, these Kilauea eruptions, they're kind of a regular thing, not some sudden catastrophic disaster.
It's like regular, like Tuesday regular.
Maybe not Tuesday regular,
Yeah.
but frequent and understood. Not a panic situation. One person even mentioned they live near there part-time and just confirmed, yeah, it erupts. It's not generally dangerous in the way people imagine from this photo.
Huh. Regular and non-dangerous.
That's
Yeah.
still hard to square with that image. How far away were they actually then, if it's so safe?
That's the key question, right? And it gets to the scale of the place. They were roughly 2 miles from that specific lava fountain you see.
2 miles.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, Kilauea's caldera, that big collapsed crater,
Yeah.
it's huge. Someone described it as this enormous crater inside an even larger crater. We're talking like 3 miles across.
Whoa.
So that plume, that fire, it's really far away in the background, as one commenter put it, much farther than it looks.
2 miles away. But it looks like they could almost touch it in the picture. And you mentioned Park Service HQ is nearby.
Yeah.
And the USGS Observatory.
Literally next door.
Yeah.
The U.S. Geological Survey has its Volcano Observatory right there. They're monitoring everything constantly. Gases, Paley's hair, which is like sharp volcanic glass shards,
Right.
any actual potential hazards.
Yeah.
People are kept well within a designated safe zone.
So the consensus on Reddit was basically chill out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You had comments just saying, point blank, no one's in any danger. How could I make this any more clear?
Huh. Okay.
And just, Kilauea erupts all the time. They're fine.
Okay.
The locals really wanted to get that point across.
All right. Danger debunked. Check. But I'm still stuck on the visual. If they're really 2 miles off, why does it look so incredibly close? Is it some kind of, like, camera trickery?
It absolutely is. And the thread explains this really well. It comes down to the lens they used. It's a classic photographic effect called telephoto lens compression.
Ah, telephoto compression. Okay, I've heard of that. That's how you get those shots where the moon looks enormous behind a building.
Exactly like that. Same principle. It basically squashes the perspective, makes things that are very far apart look much, much closer together.
So it makes the background look bigger and nearer.
Precisely. And as someone in the thread pointed out, this effect can actually make things seem, well, almost disappointing in real life sometimes because the photo creates such an unrealistic expectation of proximity.
Yeah, I can see that.
And get this, the guy who proposed, he actually commented in the thread. Yep, he confirmed they used, he said, about a 200-millimeter lens, and they were within a mile of it. Which, okay, maybe his distance estimate was a bit off compared to others, but the point is, he confirmed the long lens.
Right, a powerful zoom lens.
Exactly. And others who'd visited Kilauea back this up, saying things like, you can't get anywhere close to it, really, and that most photos with active lava kind of do look a bit surreal or fake because of this exact lens compression effect.
That makes so much sense now.
Someone even shared a funny story about taking a picture of their kid. It looked like the kid was dangling over a cliff edge.
Oh, no.
But in reality, the kid was like 50 feet away from the edge on totally flat ground.
Yeah.
It was just the angle and the telephoto lens creating this, terrifying illusion.
Wow. Okay, that really illustrates it. Our eyes, or rather the camera's eye, can definitely be fooled.
For sure.
So this whole thing, it's not just about the proposal photo, is it? The thread also ended up being this, like, mini guide to Kilauea itself. What other cool facts came out?
Oh yeah, loads of interesting details about the volcano itself. Like first things first, the name. Lots of people corrected posters who called it Mount Kilauea.
Ah,
It's just Kilauea. Or, if you want to be more specific of the crater, Halamomai Caldera. No mount.
good to know. Just Kilauea. What else?
Well, the scale we talked about, but also the sheer power, those lava fountains. They were apparently peaking at over 1,000 feet high during some eruptions.
1,000 feet.
Yeah. Which, as one person hilariously calculated, is about 1,500 bananas tall.
1,500 bananas. That's a unit of measurement I wasn't expecting.
Me neither. But it paints a picture, right?
It really does. What about, like, the sound? You see these things in documentaries, often silent or with dramatic music. What does it actually sound like?
That came up too. Someone recalled being about, let's see, 1.25 to 1.5 miles away. So similar distance to the photo, maybe a bit closer.
Okay.
And they said it sounded like a jet engine. Constantly. Much, much louder than documentaries ever convey.
A jet engine.
Wow. Yeah, and they could feel the heat too, even from that distance. Radiative heat on our faces, they said.
Incredible sensory details. It sounds both terrifying and amazing.
Absolutely. And maybe the most surprising thing, how integrated it is into just life there. Someone mentioned there is a hotel bar restaurant on the lip of the volcano.
Wait, on the lip.
On the lip. You can get drinks and eat dinner while watching the lava fountain.
Okay, that is officially wild. Sipping a cocktail while watching a 1,000-foot lava fountain, that completely flips the whole mortal peril idea on its head.
Totally flips the script, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It shows how this awe-inspiring natural event is just part of the landscape, something people live with and even, die next to.
Amazing. So moving from the awe to the perhaps slightly absurd, the Reddit thread naturally went there too, right? Talk about this idea of extreme proposals.
Oh, inevitably. Yeah, the conversation definitely took a lighter turn. People started riffing on this idea of proposing during, quote, a natural disaster. Someone brought up a recent proposal that happened near a tornado.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, so the idea became, like, what's next? It got pretty funny.
Let me guess. Volcano puns.
Oh, were there ever? The puns were erupting.
Ah, see?
Exactly. You had everything from, you magma dreams come true.
Oh, dear.
I lava you too. Sparks were flying. It was lava at first sight. Burning love. You name it.
Classic Reddit.
Totally.
Mm.
And then came the speculative future proposals. People joked about proposals during a tsunami, a firing squad,
Firing squad. Okay, that's dark.
a magnitude 9 earthquake, even a Sharknado proposal was suggested.
Sharknado. Of course.
Though some people pushed back a bit, saying Kilauea isn't really a natural disaster, it's more of a natural opportunity, which I guess fits with the restaurant view.
A natural opportunity for romance. And puns. Any other pop culture stuff.
Oh yeah, it's always sunny references like,
Oh,
it's all about those implications.
naturally.
And of course, Lord of the Rings. Lots of cast it into the fire, destroy it,
Yeah.
regarding the ring.
Did anyone still think the photo was fake? Like AI or something?
There were definitely initial questions, yeah. Is this AI? But they got shot down pretty quickly by people confirming, no, it's real. The surreal look is just, the nature of photographing active lava, plus that telephoto lens effect we talked about.
Right.
There was one little side debate. Someone claimed the specific spot might be technically off limits or unstable due to past earthquake damage.
Oh.
But someone else quickly refuted that, basically saying the woman in the photo wouldn't be breaking any rules by being there.
Mm.
So, minor disagreement. But the overall vibe was definitely real photo, safe situation, amazing shot.
So wrapping this all up then, we started with this single kind of shocking image.
Yeah.
And this deep dive, thanks to that Reddit thread, has unpacked so much more. It's science, it's photography tricks, it's local knowledge, cultural commentary, banana measurements.
And a whole lot of human humor reacting to it all.
Exactly. What seems like a crazy dangerous stunt is actually, well, it's a testament to this incredibly powerful, yet regular and safely observable natural wonder at Kilauea.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? About how we react to images, especially dramatic ones.
Mm-hmm.
How much does that initial visual impact shape our understanding? And maybe what's our responsibility or even just the reward for you, the listener, in looking a bit deeper?
Beyond that first glance.
Yeah. Pushing past the spectacle to find the surprising reality underneath. How often are our immediate takes swayed just by how something looks? And how much more satisfying is it to actually understand the real story behind it?
That's a great thought to end on. Definitely makes you want to question the next viral image you see.
Definitely.